Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday night, October the 1st, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about feedback extortion. I'm going to tell you about my ULINE delivery that I got. We're going to talk about some interesting eBay events and hopefully the upcoming contest that I'm going to hold, as well as your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. Speaking about that, I had a huge problem with the sound last week, and let me explain how that came about. Many of you remember a few months ago, I'm having problems with the speakers on my Mac. I can't play a YouTube video, it comes out all scratchy, and many of you guys suggested a nice Bluetooth speaker. Okay, that's what I've got, and it works great. However, for some reason, if I have the speaker on, I cannot record clearly on this Mac. Last week, by accident, I left it on, and I didn't realize it till after the video was done and edited. I didn't think it would matter, but obviously it does. So I will make that mistake again. So that explains why the audio was so bad in last week's video. I'm going to start with your comments, questions, and concerns now. And the first one is very important. It's from Rubber Wilbur, and he talks about his experience with the new advanced promoted listings pay-per-click feature. Listen carefully to what he has to say. Joe, let me tell you about my experience with the promoted sales beta program. I listed about 10 items that I have multiples in with various rates. I had some rates of only 2 cents per click and some with 90 cents. The first few days I got really low impressions and no clicks. Then I raised my bid up on all the items and the impressions went through the roof. But I only had a few clicks, and the clicks I had weren't getting any sales. None. After wasting $10 over 5 days, I thought there was something messed up. Plus, my whole store seemed like it got cancer. I ended beta on Friday, and this was one of the worst sales weeks I've had in years. It poisoned my store. I'm so disappointed. Rubber Wilbur, thank you for sharing that with us. As I said in last week's video when we talked about this, I have no intention of experimenting with this. I'm already using Markdown Manager with a 5% store-wide off sale. I'm going to relaunch another store coupon for items $100 or more. Buyers will get a $10 savings on every item $100 or more. And that, let me tell you something, that is working very well for me. I've been experimenting with that the last few weeks, and it's definitely helping. So if you guys haven't tried store-wide coupons, and I recommend you only do it on items that are pricier, because you don't want to send a coupon out for a $15 item. You want to do it on your more expensive stuff and get that stuff rolling, and let me tell you, it's working good. So yeah, so like the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If any of you guys have had any experiences like Rubber Wilbur talked about, whether it's positive or negative, I'd love to hear them, and so would the rest of the viewers. William Stein wrote, I've known eBay sellers who've had their accounts permanently suspended, often for the most spurious of reasons. It's nearly impossible to get reinstated or open an alternate account. eBay is really good at ensuring they stay permanently canceled. However, when a buyer is tossed off, even for the most egregious reasons, it's easy as pie to open as many alternate accounts as they wish. Can't say that this should surprise anyone though. You know, I've noticed that myself, William. When buyers get kicked off eBay, they have no problem opening fake accounts. I wish you were wrong, but you're not. The Joker Speaks wrote in about religion and selling on eBay. I have sold Christian products for years. Without fail, Overtly self-righteous customers turn out to be narcissistic deviants. I've even warned a few that they were setting off some red flags, but they still threw a tantrum in the end. Other than selling CD for an artist associated with bombastic televangelists, which drew quite a few unstable people, it is at least infrequent. The larger problem was having suppliers with financial or integrity issues that couldn't keep business professional. Basically, we talked last week about separating religion from e-commerce, or any commerce for that matter. There's a time and place for everything. I think almost everybody that wrote in agreed, all right? This is for selling on eBay, all right? Religion has its place, but not when you're doing e-commerce. If you guys want to have a little laugh, a little chuckle, for those of you guys who saw my video about the Englishtown flea market, you'll remember I took a picture of one seller, his sign that he had hanging up. It said, and I'm going to paraphrase this, "Please buy a lot from me. I need to buy a new yacht. Thank you and God bless." Enough said. Okay, Chris Tiger wrote in. "Hi Joe, for the last 10 months since I've been in managed payments, I am so sick of eBay that I want to close it all. In the previous 11 years, I only had one chargeback through PayPal and maybe 20 to 30 returns. And now in the last 10 months, I've had over 19 chargebacks and about 100 returns and over 100 cancellations right after a buyer's purchase. I have a question, what has changed? And I don't want any troll to write back to me because there are several of them here." Okay, Chris Tiger, let me cover all those points. Chris, I'm not sure of what trolls you're talking about. I know a few pop in now and then, but when I see somebody trolling and breaking the rules, I ban them, no questions asked. As far as the chargebacks, I agree with you that in the old days, I rarely ever had chargebacks either. And with managed payments, they seem a lot more likely to happen. Some people theorize that it's because eBay doesn't make it clear to the buyer what the purchases are for. But I don't know if that's the case myself, all right? And eBay cannot stop buyers from doing chargebacks. But I do feel that if a buyer does a chargeback that's not valid, for instance, didn't receive the item when he received it, or don't recognize the transaction when he actually bought the thing on eBay, I think buyers like that should be removed from the site. But they're not doing anybody any good, not even eBay. And as far as the returns go, you said in the last 10 months you've had 100 returns. I get approximately at least 5 a week. So 5 a week times 4 weeks is 20 per month. Okay? 20 per month, and you said 100 returns? Oh Christ, I got more than you, man. I got 200 returns. So you shouldn't be, they're not that bad, really. And the cancellations, Chris, the cancellations you shouldn't accept, okay? I rarely accept them. I've told you, sometimes I will if the person has a legit reason. They bought the wrong size and they want to buy another size that I'm offering. Yes, I'll cancel for that. But I will not cancel because eBay is showing the person my competition's items cheaper. And I swear on my life, I've never had a person return an item yet. I've had them threaten to. I've had several threaten me, but they haven't actually followed through. All right? All right, Crosswalk Larry wrote, eBay has to be the most foolish mofos on the planet. So they banned that guy on the original account, but they gave him a full refund on the second illegal account, SMH. Crosswalk Larry is referring to the guy I showed you last week who was kicked off eBay, I guess for scamming or whatever. We don't know why he was kicked off. He made a fake eBay account to buy my item, then left me unfair negative feedback, purposely broke my items, sent them back, and Crosswalk Larry is right. Because the customer openly admitted that he was banned from eBay, yet he had no problem making numerous fake eBay accounts because he admitted it in the message that I showed you. eBay, for some reason, doesn't take that kind of thing seriously. Mandu wrote, "If eBay sellers had a union, you would be a great president. All sellers should listen to you." Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words, Mandu. And you know, maybe someday that'll happen. Travis wrote in, "If you could, please post his IDs in a comment here, as it is very hard for me to hear due to the bad audio. I need to block these users ASAP." And he's referring to what I just talked about, the guy who starts the fake eBay accounts, James Amen 777 and Cowpat96. Those are the two accounts. If any of you have not blocked them, I suggest very strongly that you do, okay? All right, that's it for the comments, questions, and concerns this week. Now let's get to some new material. We're going to start off with feedback extortion again. Several things come into play with this particular story. You know how several weeks ago here on the East Coast, we got hit with Hurricane Ida, and a lot of the postal sorting facilities sustained heavy damage, especially Teterboro, New Jersey. And a crap load of my items got hung up there for many weeks. I had to open so many lost package claims, specifically 19. Thankfully, most of them have reached the buyers finally. However, a new crop has disappeared. Things that I shipped out, let's say a week and a half ago, they have disappeared. And not just with the post office, with FedEx as well. But the particular case I'm going to talk about now is with the post office. I had shipped out a single hub to a customer. I wrote to him and I explained why it was going to be late. I did everything I could. He gets the item and he takes a picture of the mailing label. Now, why he did that, I don't know. And he writes me an angry letter. And he says to me, "This item arrived 2 weeks later than eBay's estimated delivery date. I want a partial refund because of this." Now, if he can get a partial refund from the post office, God bless him. But he's not getting one from Joey. Joey doesn't do partial refunds. Everybody stop. All right, we're going to go back to first grade. I'm going to say a sentence. I'm going to say it slowly. And I want each of you to repeat when I point to the screen. And the saying is this: Joey doesn't do partial refunds. Very good. Now do it again. Excellent. Well done. So, I don't like that he's getting salty with me and demanding a partial refund, because he doesn't deserve it. I did what I was supposed to do. I have no control over this. And the blame, or part of the blame, goes to eBay for not warning the customers. They totally disrespected the East Coast sellers, in my opinion. We're the forgotten sons of eBay. They don't care. But anyway, I wrote back to him. I wrote back and I sent him a screenshot that showed that I shipped the item the very next day after he made the purchase. And I wrote to him, "Since you like to send pictures, I've got one for you too. It shows that I shipped the item the day after you made the purchase. I specifically wrote to you and I told you that Hurricane Ida did a lot of damage in my area, including the sorting facility in Teterboro. That's why your item got hung up. Thank you for understanding." And he wrote back to me again, and he said something like, "There was no need for your salty reply." And bango, he leaves me a neutral feedback, something like, "Product was as advertised." If you have any doubts about that, you can go check my feedback right now because it's still up. I did not call eBay to get this removed. I'm fairly certain I could, but I don't want to at this point because right now I'm going to use this as a teaching tool. I would never call up specifically just to get a neutral removed. But if I had a negative sitting there that I wanted removed, then yes, I'd also mention the neutral. But this is a teaching tool because if you read the comment, product was as advertised. He's not making a complaint about the product. So why the heck does he leave neutral feedback? In my opinion, that's abuse of the feedback system. And also, it also falls on eBay's lap because if they would have given the guy a warning, as well as all the other customers, maybe he wouldn't have been so pissed off. So I think that's a very important point, and I'd like to hear everybody's opinion on that. Rubber Wilbur wrote in, he was the first comment I wrote, and he said that his sales tanked because he tried the new advanced pay-per-click option, which I don't advise anybody to try. Thankfully, my sales have been very good this week, okay? I've been hustling though. As I said, I've got a store coupon that I'm going to send back out again tonight. And I have Markdown Manager running at 5% off. And I promote my listings 1%. At least it gets them out there. And it does help. My sales have been pretty darn good. I have no complaints at all as far as that's concerned. I've been sending out an awful lot of best offers. And traditionally, I do very poorly with best offers in eBay Motors because either they need the item or they don't need the item. It's one or the other. I do believe a lot of the people watching my items are my competition, but for the life of me, I'll never understand why, because I never watch what my competition is selling. I really don't care. I don't have that kind of time. So I must have sent out conservatively at least 200, probably a little more, best offers this week. And a long time ago, maybe a year ago, one of you guys, I forget who it was, told me to uncheck the box that says allow counter offers. So I unchecked it last year. And to be honest with you, this week I started checking that box again, allow counter offers. And I found out that it's helpful to check that box because I received 4 counter offers this weekend. And 2 of them I accepted. All right? They weren't really that low. They were a little lower than I was asking, but still, even by accepting them, I was making a profit and I'm getting rid of some items, and that's what I want to do. So I did it. There was one guy that sent me back an insulting offer of $10, which of course I refused. So yeah, my personal feeling is to check that box that says allow counter offers, because you never know. They may want to give you only a few dollars less than you're asking. Next, today is October 1st, which is the beginning of the 4th quarter. This is important for 2 reasons. Number one, those of you guys with eBay stores, don't forget you can now redeem your 4th quarter coupon and you can get your free shipping supplies. Number 2, a lot of sellers live for the 4th quarter. It's their favorite quarter of the year. Most of my friends love the 4th quarter. I really don't. It's usually my weakest quarter, but we'll see how it goes this year. Last year, my 4th quarter was very strong because of the lingering effects of COVID. Not so sure how it's going to run this year, but we'll see. So here's hoping. In the very near future, I plan to run a contest. I haven't worked out all the details, but I've worked out some of them. Basically, what's going to happen is I am going to launch a contest where the winner, and there'll be only one winner, the winner will get $50 worth of eBay shipping supplies from me. Basically, I will let the winner select $50 worth from the eBay shipping supplies store. I will have him or her contact me through email, tell me what they want by the item number, and then their name and shipping address, and I will use my eBay shipping coupon for them, for the lucky winner. The only thing I haven't decided is exactly what kind of a contest I should run. If any of you guys have any brilliant ideas on that, I'd be more than happy to entertain them, so you could shoot them below too. Now, we're well into the 20-minute mark. I'm going to take a drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. This is the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. All right. That's about it today. I'm going to keep it short this week. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching my video. Every Friday night, I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, let me know in the comments section what you want me to hit up, and I'll be more than happy to try and do it next week. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my eBay videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice because I feel that's dishonest and unscrupulous. So yeah, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. That being said, go out there, make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! Well, we've gone about 25 minutes and no ka-chings on the iPhone, which is bad for me, but good for you. It means you didn't have to listen to me sing and you didn't have to watch me dance. So I guess until next week, everything's cool. Go out there, rock on, make a lot of money, and of course, please, don't be bitchy! My ULINE order arrived today, and I figured I'd give you guys a quick little look at it, because I know some of you guys really enjoy this. So first, let me show you what I got. This skid here is 16 by 16 by 3 boxes. This is 17 by 17 by 8. The skid that's just sticking out here is another 16 by 16 by 3. Here are 2 bales of bubble wrap, and each bale has 4 rolls in it. This is a box of clear poly bags. Now I'm going to give you guys a little hint when ordering from ULINE for those of you guys who are planning to buy in bulk. Now, if you're going to buy just one skid, 250 boxes, this will not work for you. But if you're going to order at least 2 or more skids, here's what I always do. As you know, they have the listings by price order, and the more you buy, usually the bigger discount you'll get. So let's take these boxes here, 16 by 16 by 3. Let's just say the first 250 are maybe $1.40 each, for argument's sake. But if you double the order and buy 500, it'll drop to, let's say, maybe $1.30 per box. So what you do is you call in, you place your order, and you tell the representative on the phone that you would like special bulk pricing because you're placing a large order. And they will submit a request to the quote department, and within about 10 or 15 minutes, they will call you back with a special price. I did it again, and it always works. ULINE is always happy to give me a bulk price because I always buy a lot. So that works out, and I hope this little video helps you out, guys, if you buy anything from ULINE. Just be careful if they send you this guy out as the driver. Hey, wait a minute. That's me! Anyway, let's get back to the video.